Okay, I did it. Like I said, they're uploaded, they're processed, and they're scheduled to go live in about 15 minutes. I just like scheduling things to go live so that it gives YouTube just a little bit of time to process, because as we're all well aware, anybody who's created stuff for YouTube, YouTube does have a tendency to chew quality on things right when it's fresh off the production line. So that's why almost every one of these things, when you look at them in the public view, shows up as it was scheduled and published, because it was. It's not that I'm like deliberately leaving them behind for days or weeks or anything like that, except for this time I did. Usually they're only finished a few hours or so before release, unless I decide to do it like, oh well, here's like 10 videos, I'll sprinkle them out over the next day slowly, and that's a good use for the scheduled publisher. But also it's just to avoid this. Like if I click on this first one that's scheduled to go live here, which was also the longest one I've released today, and pull it up, it's probably not even going to be, yeah, it's not even available in HD yet. And that's why I schedule the things first too, just to give it a little bit of time to chew through it, a little bit of time to process it, so that usually once it's available for widespread use, widespread consumption, it's all good. On top of that, actually not relating to that at all, I decided to try to change a few more things with the vlog. I've thought a little while about how I want to make the vlog more mine. And I recall one thing that I used to do, and granted, like I've been saying, that I still want to up the production quality, but one thing that I always like to try to do, and even on the old days I like to try to do this, is I tried to make the vlog more one cohesive story, so that it wasn't as much of like a, here's a dedicated start point, here's a dedicated end point, you know, here's the end of that. I never really liked doing that. I've done it a couple days now where I've been like, let's do tomorrow, and it's just not my thing. I don't like that. I like my abrupt cut endings. I think they're usually funnier depending on the context. Obviously, it takes a good one of those to be funny, and you can't do it every single day, but it just puts these dedicated starts and stops into what isn't really capable of doing a start and stop, because it's my life, it's our lives, and there's no real hard start and stop every day. Like, sure, obviously I can't just throw every single clip that I've shot on this camera into one solid video and upload it to YouTube. There has to be day breaks. But, that's kind of why I've been experimenting a little bit more recently with, like, maybe throwing 2 or 3 vlog days together if all the topics are similar. I also don't need to read you the day of the week anymore, because one, that really doesn't matter that much to the vlog anymore. It doesn't matter, a day is a day. I don't really need to read you the day or the number unless it's significant, so I'm probably going to stop doing that. The title exists for a reason. If you really want to know, you can look at it, but I'm just thinking, like, as a broader thing, and I've always tried to focus more on I think in general I've been trying to focus a little bit more on that broader picture. It's just that, when you get to years down the line, like all the older vlogs now, if I put them on a playlist and things run start to stop, it kind of really breaks that flow when every day is like, oh, well, welcome to today. Whereas you're watching the rantings of a madman anyway. And it just, I don't know. I've always hated, like, YouTube intros and things, like the 10 seconds or even worse things that you do unless there's like actual content or talking above it. I don't know. I always hated that. And the welcome to Thursday or whatever day today is. Oh wait, today is actually Thursday. My bad. I don't know. It always just, it works for the right people, but for me it just feels like it really breaks the video. And that's, I think, one of the things that I really want to work towards establishing a little bit more is, this is mine. I need to make it mine. This is telling my story. This is how I want to tell my story. And, especially as a storyteller, that's something that I truly want to work on. And it's not just the production value I'm trying to update and ramp up on this side of the vlog, it's how I tell the stories as well. Which is why, as opposed to a lot of older vlogs, you are just sitting on a tripod most of the time now, just looking at me, because, I have this little tripod here and I might as well use it. Not everything needs to be a talking head, though, and I certainly can and certainly should show off more things than I do, but I know the past couple of days have mostly been talking heads, but also when we're stuck in the house, there's not that much we can do. But some progress was made because I uploaded those 3 vlogs, and I like progress. Why did I even have the light on in the first place? I actually really like this shot just being lit by the computer monitor, and then you can see the animate. So I'm sure it's grainy because I can see a little bit of it in the camera. Well, I mean, to be fair, my face is a little overexposed. Okay. That's a little better. So it's still going to be super grainy, but I don't know. I like that shot. I mean, we could improve it a little bit. This is just me ranting about production. I mean, we could do something pretty cool and go with a crazy lens. It's going to be a little bit close, but give me a second. Is this close enough? Yeah, this lens does look very different, but this is the 51-2, which is why this looks crazy. Actually, also, I don't need to be stopped to 2.8. That's how much light this lens can let in, which allows us to do this. Close to dark. There. Is the camera going to struggle focusing with this? Of course it will, because look at how blurred that is. Look at how out of focus my thumb is. That should show this lens off in a nutshell. This is a crazy lens, by the way. This is one of the weirdest lenses. I don't know if I can call this a weird lens. It's a very standard lens. But like you can tell that the camera, it certainly is tracking me. But it definitely takes a second whenever I move a little bit. Just because it really has to struggle to try to track me, not only in this low light, but also just because it is wide open. 1.2, like I showed you, lets in so much light. It is, what is that, 3 times as much light? Something like that? Anyway, weird lenses aside. Let's go do something else. Yeah, now this lens basically allows us to see in the dark. Because you are witnessing the Sarah trademark symbol being lit exclusively by the light of the TV. I like this lens a lot. It's super weird.
You know, I got a balloon thing on here that was like literally 5,000 bells in a balloon. It was kind of great.
Yeah, they're super generous. I've gotten 10 grand once. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I have not.
Oh, that's bright now. That's how much power the TV can actually put out. So how's Animal Crossing going today?
It was good. I caught a tarantula and then I got ambushed by another tarantula that bit my ankle.
Is your ankle okay?
I fainted. I'll swap you with a boot.
One boot. One singular boot?
Yep, one singular boot. Ooh, it's a recipe, so I can learn the recipe and then I can put the boot back in my inventory. I learned a DIY recipe for a bamboo doll.